What's going on, everybody? Today we are in Los Angeles, California at a celebrity body shop that repairs some of the most prestigious vehicles on the road. This shop has over 2 decades of experience repairing some of the most prestigious vehicles on the road, and today we're going to meet with the new owner and learn what it takes to repair these vehicles and what are the next steps bringing this shop into the future. Bernard, thank you so much for joining us. Could you tell us a little bit more about the shop? Like, for those who don't know, I mean, Specialty Car Craft's been around for over 21 years. Could you tell us a little bit more about the history?
Yeah, so like what you said, Specialty Car Craft is since over 21 years and is focused on luxury cars and made a real name in the community. And now we want to get the shop to the next level and bring it in digital.
Yeah. Great. And I mean, right now we look around, we see all these luxury cars in here, right? How has the shop, what has the shop done in the history to make such a good name in the community? Like, is it focused on the customer experience or the just word of mouth? Like, how have we been able to build that in the community?
So I think it first is the craftsmanship and also the customer experience what they have, because we're making a really good craftsmanship. Our technicians are all certified. So we are also certified on Maserati, on Tesla, and on other cars. And so how you see, we have Ferraris, Lamborghini, Rolls-Royce, Bentleys, BMW, Teslas, and all these cars.
Got it. And what really makes the difference between repairing a car like this, a Rolls-Royce, versus comparing, maybe a standard Honda, right? Like, what is the difference between those?
So first, the difference is that the technician, they have to be certified on the cars, and we're doing all this. It's a little bit more difficult to repair these cars than the other one.
So right now, all these luxury cars that are in here have primarily come from word of mouth, right? Word of mouth and customers knowing the shop, and it's been around for so long. Coming into this new stage of ownership, how do you plan on making sure that customers find out about us in the future and we can continue with these luxury vehicles coming into the shop?
So we want to start now in digital techniques, so in Instagram, Facebook marketing, and also on your side, with your marketing side, that we get more out to the younger generation on customers.
Yeah, so pushing into the younger generation. I know before we started filming, you had showed me an Instagram profile with someone in their 20s. They were a little bit of a YouTube personality in the Los Angeles area, and they're coming in the shop. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Great. And that's kind of what we have a focus on, making sure we have that kind of celebrity feel in the shop and getting more of those types of customers.
Yeah.
Great. And so again, pushing on social media, I mean, what do you think is most important when pushing on social media? Do you think it's organic? Is it doing the ads? Is it a mix of both?
No, I think the important thing is that we get some organic new views on social media, organic likes, and that customer comes in.
Yeah, showing off some of these vehicles like the ones that are on the lifts and when they come in? Yeah. Okay. Can we walk over to,
sure.
I know we have a GT3 in here, so I would love to see it. So Bernard, you told me you had the Porsche GT3 in here, right? Could you show us what you're working on with it?
Yeah, so we can go around on the car. So the car has a little bit damage.
Okay.
And one is of his rim, so if you want to, can lift it up.
Yeah, let's see. Man, this thing is light.
Yeah, it's a magnesium rim, so it's really light.
So repairing some of the rim.
You see on the rim, the rim is can be replaced completely.
Yeah.
Okay. You see it.
So what happened with the vehicle? Was it involved in a collision? Was it just some paint damage, or what's going on with it in the shop?
No, it's had some damage on the left side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go see it. So you told me this car is over $600,000, right?
Yeah.
In terms of, getting these Porsche jobs in, how did this customer hear about you guys? How did this come in?
Referrals.
Referrals?
Yeah.
Okay, so same thing, word of mouth. The shop's been around for so long. It's people just know about us at this point. So, when you're repairing a car like this, you were showing me some of the bodywork, right? Some of it's carbon fiber. It's all aluminum. Is that correct?
Yeah. So this is a carbon. And carbon fiber, and then the car is aluminum. It's Porsche.
Yeah.
So and it's had some damage on the quarter panel and on the fender.
In the future, these are the type of jobs that we want more of? Are we trying to get a mix of these, or as a business owner, this is kind of what we would love to hear. Like, is this the main focus in the shop right now, or are these do we want some of these with a mix of other jobs? Like what's your thought process with getting these beautiful cars in here?
No, we have these cars anyway, so I think a pretty good mix would be good. So with like what we have for the other cars, so we have a Tesla over there, or a BMW, and when you see in the shop, we have a lot of Phantoms and Rolls-Royce here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good in terms of the for the business. It's better to get a good mix in here.
Yeah.
Okay. So the GT, I mean, we're working on the front here. How long until you think this job will be done?
So this job is done in 4 weeks.
4 weeks?
Yeah. So
Wow,
the
okay.
customer get the car in 4 weeks and it's done.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the end station is then on our detailer. He get it back. It looks like a new car. Yeah.
So even with these, I mean, even with these works of art, it'll only take a couple of weeks to get these jobs out of here.
It depends
Yeah. of
on
course.
the damage on the car. You know? But usually, so like we have a cycle time between 11, 14 days. This is a little bit more. It's a heavier job, but
Yeah.
in 4 weeks it's done.
And then one thing too, I mean, this is a little bit of a different question, but when you're looking for technicians, right? Technicians to repair a job of this size versus a job like, again, you know, your Honda or your Nissan, right? What do we look for in technicians for a shop like this?
So that, as I said, the technician has to be like certified and he has a big knowledge really on these cars. And I think this is the most important thing what we have.
All right. Oh, voice crack there. All right, Bernard, we got a lot of nice cars here. I wanted to ask you a little bit more about what you guys are doing to these cars and, you know, a little bit more about the specifics about what's going on.
Okay, so on this Tesla Y, so this area here is actually the area from our mechanical. And so this Tesla Y, it's right now here because he is fixing first the suspension part and everything. And after them, the Tesla goes over to the body part and to the body man and get fixed on all the other stuff.
Great.
But on the other side, then we have here these few Rolls-Royce and the Bentley. So I can bring over Craig and Craig can tell you something what
Great.
he's doing on them.
Yeah. Greg, I'd love to hear more about it.
Of course. Welcome, guys. How are you?
Great.
Greg, welcome.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, of course.
All right, could you please tell us a little bit more about the Tesla
So
first? What's going on?
SEC, of course, is a collision center, and we have a separate mechanical department, and I do take care of all the mechanical issues, whatever comes from bump to bumper. Part is suspension, check engine light, airbag light. On this Tesla, we have an accident. As you're going, the axle is broken, the thrust arms, and the spindle. So we're gonna go ahead and replace it and then align it. As soon as I'm done with this, it's gonna go directly to body shop. And then once they finish whatever they gotta do, they're just gonna go to four-wheel alignment. We make sure it's all up to Tesla specifications, and make sure there's no lights on. Yeah. As you see, if you guys wanna walk around on the shop, I would just love to show you. Come through my area. We always fully charge all of the cars that do come in here. We make sure everything goes through fully charged. There's no hiccups, there's no mistakes. We have this beautiful Rolls-Royce, and no job is too big or too small for us. I got over 15 years of experience, German cars, exotic cars. I worked at a lot of dealers, so stuff like this, it's not intimidating for us. And we're doing an alternator job, as you see on this V12. And stuff like this, you got to take special procedures, special tools, and we have all the equipment, and we have the knowledge, and we have the skill level. If you guys want to follow along.
Could you tell us a little bit more about the procedures? Like, what are the procedures that go into repairing something like that?
During a repair like this, so this specific car came in for the errata noise, and it's coming from the alternator. So this is a water-cooled alternator, meaning it's coolant-driven. So it was making an errata noise, so I just took it off, and we're waiting for the new part. Once I install it, torque everything to spec, and then double check my work, and if everything is good, then we ship it to the customer.
Awesome. I mean, how different is it repairing something like this than a Honda or a Nissan or something?
It is actually quite a little bit different because Honda is known to be a little bit more easier to work on. But with this kind of cars, you have to be certified and you have to have the right mind state also with the tools, equipment. And you have to have the key thing is experience. And if you don't have the experience, it's very tough to work on. Here at SEC, we have all the equipment, we have all the experience, we have all the tools. And anything mechanical A to Z goes through me, and we get it done the correct factory specifications.
Awesome. What about this, the Bentley that's on the list?
So this one, we have a GTC Continental. It came in, customer brought it in with the front end dropped. As you guys want to come this way here? Customer came in with a front end drop. This is a aromatic suspension. Basically, the suspension is controlled with air. It has an air pump, it has a valve, and the shocks are with air. So basically, what happens is people go through the potholes or they go through those bumps very hard and they collapse. So we just remove the shocks out and we're waiting for the new part to install it, calibrate it, program it, reset it, and then give it to the customer. Obviously, wash and everything else would be the ideal thing that we always do.
Yeah. And on the mechanical side, I mean, is this separate to the body shop or?
Yes and no. Everything that body shop requires comes with suspension work. They go through me, and then it goes to the body shop after me. But we do also take in clienteles that have high-end exotic cars, separate from the body shop. If you need brakes, suspension, lowering, whatever we do, it comes to me.
Got it. And I mean, this customer here, did they come in for a diagnostic or were they hearing something in their car, or was this a?
No, just this customer came in with a tow truck with the whole front end down. So I just had to put it on the go jacks, jack it up. This is separate from the body shop, but the company is in one, but it's just different departments.
A job like this, I mean, this is primarily the suspension, correct?
Yeah.
So how long would a job like this take for the Bentley?
I believe book I might pay 7 to 8 hours, but if you have experience, the key thing is to beat book time.
Okay.
The key thing is to beat book time, so you could go forward and then get the cars out the right way.
All right, so we're here at the Rolls that's in the shop. I mean, it's beautiful. What are you guys doing on it?
So this Rolls-Royce came in with a check engine light, a little bit of a hesitation. Again, it's a V12, it's BMW makes it, but it's a very good car. And I had the pleasure of working on it, and I diagnosed it, and I found out both of the crankcase ventilation valves, the diaphragm inside are broken. So that's why there's air going through it. And we're gonna repair those, replace those parts, replace the seals, clear the adaptations, reset it, and then test drive it before we give it to the customer.
Is it just yourself working on this vehicle, or?
As far as now, in the moment, when it comes to anything mechanical related, everything goes through me.
Wow.
Everything goes through me. Nobody else touches mechanical. In my book, the word no doesn't exist. Either you fix it or you fix it.
Yeah,
That's it.
got it.
Bottom line.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So everything goes through me, and I make sure once the car leaves, it doesn't come back. As somebody who doesn't have me, that is young and hard and eager to learn, and is always keeping update with these new vehicles. In my trade, you have to keep update, and you have to have your eyes open, and you just have to not have that fear of the job. You just have to invest in yourself, invest in your equipment, invest in your knowledge, which is the key thing in this, and have patience. And everything is fixable, but key thing is experience. If you have experience and you're not intimidated by any car, everything's possible in life.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, so you didn't start off working on Rolls-Royces, I'm assuming, right?
No.
So how did you work yourself up and get that experience?
So basically, I come from a background of being a mechanic's son, and I grew up in a garage basically. And my father was a mechanic, and I came here and I was working with him. And I said, if I'm going to do this, I am going to start with the best. So I enrolled myself to college, and I graduated with an associate's in science. And my first repair shop was a Mercedes shop.
Yeah.
So after that, it was Mercedes, Beamer, Audi. And then I graduated to working Ferrari. Yeah. And now I do all exotics, all German on the line. Awesome. Anything else after doing all these manufacturers are a piece of a cake.
Yeah. Would you say this is more fun than working on another type of car?
I mean, if you love what you do and you're passionate about your career, everything's fun.
Yeah, of course.
Everything is fun. Everything is, you're actually fixing machines that need to be fixed. A lot of people don't have the common sense. A lot of people don't have the knowledge. A lot of people don't have the hands-on experience to fix machines. So it's not like we're cooking cake. Yeah. We are fixing machines. So you need the knowledge.
Yeah. And then in terms of like building customer trust, right? You said it yourself, you double check, yeah. You're doing it right. There's no, right? Could you comment a little bit more about that? Like, how do you build the customer's trust when repairing their car?
For me, personal customer trust comes is I am all about relationships. So you have to build a relationship with the customer, and you have to do your work clean, and it has to be clean work. So if you build that relationship with the customer, everything else will come in, because the customer will always come back to your skill level, to how clean the job comes out.
Yeah, got it. And what does that mean, making a clean job versus a dirty job?
What does it mean is you do not cut corners. You do the job the right way, and you follow procedures, and you fix it once.
Yeah. For another shop that was working on this, that could say do it for cheaper, right? And they're not following procedures.
Yeah.
What does that look like? Like actually, like I know it's not having the manuals open every single time of the day, but I'm sure you've studied it enough, you know it, right? What would a shop that's ignoring those procedures do versus what you're doing here?
It is very tough to say because in this trade of mechanical, everybody works a different way. So I can only speak for myself. When a car comes to me, I make sure it goes through clean. The other places, however they work, they do, I don't know. I'm not there fully, but I could tell as far as for me, my work is clean.
Bernard, one of the most important processes when a car's coming in is the estimating process, correct? Could you tell us a little bit of what goes into that?
Yeah, so when the car come in, the first day it goes to Brian. He's our main estimator here, and he doing the whole estimate on this car, submitted to the insurance. But I think it's better he introduce himself.
Yeah. Brian, thanks for coming on. Could you tell us a little bit more about this car?
Yeah,
What goes into the estimating process?
Sure. So once the vehicle comes in, the vehicle will get checked in, photographed, really mainly the damage, but all the way around, making sure that when the car comes in and it leaves, obviously we're going to repair the damage. We're going to make sure that we take account into the whole vehicle, make sure that nothing else gets changed while the vehicle's here. This vehicle here is a BMW M4 that came in. Looks like a fairly hard hit for a driver's side T-bone, where the driver's side door is affected. Pretty much the customer is going to tell us, you know, what happened, where the damage is. We're going to look at really, you have damage starting from the front bumper. We're going to take into account everything, the driver's side mirror. We're going to notate all the damage, then review with the customer and the insurance company to make sure, is this related to the accident? You know, sometimes you could have damage here, but it's not really the accident there. Looking at it instantly, I mean, we're missing a rocker molding here, which is kind of a side trim piece that goes on the bottom. The driver door, left side door, is going to need to be replaced, as well the quarter panel. Can I walk over here and kind of... This type of damage, we're also going to assess whether it's an aluminum panel or a steel panel by checking with a magnet. I know this vehicle is aluminum panel. That's going to make a big deal in our repair process. What's repairable versus what needs to be replaced. Just to give you an example, with steel, you have much bigger threshold for what we can repair, being that you can actually manipulate and bring back to shape steel, whereas aluminum, you really can only do minor repairs because although it's stronger than steel, it's actually more brittle, so it's going to crack. So again, looking at this, driver door needs to be replaced, quarter panel needs to be replaced. Now, this is a convertible vehicle. Replacing a quarter panel on this car is it's a big job. A lot of things are, when you're repairing or replacing a panel, it's not just going to be the panel. What do I need to remove on the vehicle, whether damaged or not damaged, to actually have access to do the repairs that need to get done? This is going to have to go on a jig, which is basically a dolly of sense that stabilizes the vehicle. So when we remove a panel, this is a structural piece that the rest of the vehicle isn't going to move. This convertible top needs to come out. Again, just to kind of give you an example, once I've assessed all the damage, my technician will kind of de-trim the vehicle, which hasn't been done yet, but he's going to de-trim the door. He's going to de-trim everything that can be removed. Rear bumper, lights, he's already started to do here. So I can come in, speak with him about what needs to be done. I then write my estimate. Depending upon what insurance company it is, I communicate with the adjuster, set up an inspection, and they come out and we go over the damage together. Now, one of the big benefits for myself personally is that I used to be an insurance adjuster and be a field guy, so I really know their process, and it helps me when I'm not just negotiating the repair to make sure that I'm able to repair the vehicle the correct way, but also, you know, I know how they have to go about things. They have certain procedures, so it really helps me kind of have an instant rapport with them, and able to ultimately do the repair that's correct for the car and the customer. But we need to make sure that we're able to do it the right way, purchase the parts that are needed, and do what's good for the shop as well. Once we have that, you have that initial estimate, we're going to start work. We're going to order parts. We're going to get into the repair. A lot of times, like on this, once we cut off the exterior portion, can actually, I don't know if you want to come around to see this, but when you open the door here, this is called a quarter panel here, and it has an exterior panel. To replace it, that's what we're replacing, is the exterior. Imagine like a skin, if you will. When we cut that off, and we cut that off based on the manufacturer has specific places where you cut the panels. When we cut that off, we need to assess if there's any damage behind this to the inner quarter panel. Whether it's that or anything else that isn't handled on that initial estimate, we're going to take photos and I'm going to send it to the insurance company and say, hey, I'm going to write what's called a supplement. Now, sometimes that's a small thing. Sometimes it could be, significant damage behind here, and we really don't know until we get into it. That's a huge part of the process. It determines how long, what materials we need. And again, that is the big difference in quality of repair, which is you have a lot of body shops that really, they just want to repair what the customer sees up front. And that's not how we do things here. We're at a higher, dealing with higher end vehicles, higher quality repairs where we have certified technicians. I have several manufacturer certifications. Makes a big difference. You don't want just anybody repairing these vehicles.
Of course. Yeah, well, thank you for breaking that down for us. I mean, I know this can be a huge misconception with some customers before they, see their car going into the shop. So this is also helpful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you for coming out.
All right, so where are we now? What is this location?
So this would be our new location.
Great. And then, so could you tell us a little bit more about the plans for this new location? I mean, it's huge. So this room, what is this going to turn into?
So this room should be the new mechanical area for Quack. So we will get one alignment machine here and 2 hoists.
So this area is going to be used for the mechanical side. So we can have the specific bays just for this. Okay, great. And right now, I mean, from what you told me, we have multiple locations. We have the paint location, the body location, and the office, right? So the goal is to get this all consolidated into the one building, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and then, I mean, right now, like, what are the plans in terms of renovating the interiors and the exteriors of the building?
Oh, so in this building, it's get new painting, and then we moving everything over there. And
so the square footage in this building it's kind of over 10, 11,000, right? It's pretty big. Okay, so we can definitely take all those buildings, put it into here, remodel it, get the paint new. Okay, great. Can we walk in here and you can see this? Okay, so this part of the building, what would this be?
So this is the prep.
Okay, this would be the prep station.
Prep station for paint.
Yeah, got it. Yeah. And our paint booth over there, you're looking to get a whole brand new one?
There's paint booth, but the paint booth, we get a new one.
Yeah, awesome. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity here. It's great to see the future. So again, once this is done, I mean, you mentioned getting things on digital and getting our reviews up and getting those photos done and videos like this to help promote the shop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So really getting this shop from what it has been in the past 20 years into this new era of specialty car craft. Yeah, this looks great. Yeah, this is awesome. So new lift machines. What about anything with calibration? Are you guys going to do calibration here? In-house or no?
Yeah, so it's going to Greg.
Awesome. So the calibration machines with Greg in the mechanical side, correct? Yeah.
So this here would be the body shop.
Yeah.
So the body men come here, then they can work here on 4 cars. And over there is the estimating and tear down everything on this place.
Yeah, this looks great. What about the office?
The office, we can start over here.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
So when you see, it was actually always a body shop since 1938.
Yeah. That's really cool.
You can see it. So this would be the main entrance for the customer, and of course we upgrade this here to a customer lounge, and that the customer.
Yeah, this is great. A lot of space here for sure, and it's really wraps around too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Office space.
When do you expect to start taking cars here?
So we want to move in 2 months.
We can really see the future now. This is awesome. We're excited to see it. Excited to see it with the new fresh coat of paint on it, and can't wait to see what the new specialty car craft looks like. So thank you for having us.
Thank
It's been great.
Thank you.
Thank you.